Our mind is very, very great. Don't look to anything else at all. This is the one mind is sufficient. Now, I will make one more proposition. Chittam karanamarthanam tasmin sadi jagatrayam tasmin kshine jagatkshinam tachikitsyam prayatnataha. Chittam karanamarthanam. This is also from Vasishtha Sri Rama dialogue. Mind is the cause of all objects in this world. Chittam karanamarthanam tasmin sati jagatrayam. When the chitta, the mind is there, all the three worlds are there. The wakeful world, the dream world, and the sleep world are there. Tasmin kshine jagatshinam. When the mind becomes thin, it becomes lighter, thinner, feebler, and all that, you will find the entire world also becomes extinct. Tat chikitsyam prayatnataha. It is this mind that has to be treated by you. What is the treatment for the mind? Eliminating the undesirable factors and incorporating the desirable elements. Very simple. What? Whatever you consider to be desirable, incorporate them. Mentally, oh, this is something good. The feeling that it is good, you must be able to cultivate them. This is bad. I give you a cup of tea. Or somebody has given, not I am given. I am giving. And when you are about to sip it, one person comes and says, please don't drink it, there is poison. What will you do? Huh? Why? You thought it was very desirable. You are poison. This is how we have to be sensitive towards undesirables and desirables. When something is considered to be undesirable, go into the meaning. This is something undesirable means it cannot be desired at all. If it is undesirable, why are you having it? Huh? If a thief has entered your house, what will you do? Offer him hospitality? No, we'll send him away. Make a hue and cry. So if it is undesirable, the very pronouncement that it is undesirable, you must be able to get rid of it. And something is desirable, cultivate it. And what is the method of cultivating? Understand that this is a good habit, this is a good value, this is a good virtue, it is useful, it is enriching, it is elevating, it will help me understand that it is beneficial. Automatically this meditation or contemplation will make you absorb it. Anything can be absorbed by the mind, not by the body. Anything in this world can be absorbed by the mind, any virtue. Similarly, anything can be dispensed with also. It's only a question of will and wish, will and wish. When you understand that you have such a mind, what should you do? You should become very upright, very forceful. Anything can be done. When you think of something right, judges are seated on both sides. I am very happy. In giving the judgment, they should be very upright. They should never fear anything. They should not be seduced by either desire or hatred or fear. Not at all. Desire, hatred and fear will always be in the mind. Our role is to sublimate and transcend them, not to entertain them and be subdued. The friction is always overcome for comfortable motion. In the same manner, you will have a successful, human, edifying life, provided you are able to overcome and sublimate the mental deterrents called love, hatred and fear. Nindantu niti nipuna yadi vastu vandu Lakshmi samavishadu gacchatu va yatheshtam adyaiva va maranamastu yugantareva nyayat patha pravichalanti padam nadhira. I must have uttered these words how many times? Hundreds of times. This is what all of you should do, but you do not do. See, how do you cultivate qualities? Here is a beautiful thought mentioned. So I found it was useful. So I go on, remembering repeatedly. That remembrance means instilling it into the mind. I always say 50 mind hours, if you are able to spend on a quality, that quality will become yours. 50 mind hours, mind you. 50 hours of the mind should be applied to thinking about, desiring, debating upon a quality. Then the quality will become yours. This particular verse says, Nindantu niti nipuna yadivastuvantu. The niti nipunas, people who are adjudicating in matters of justice, say this is right, this is wrong, such people are there. Let them blame me or let them praise me. What of it? Lakshmi samavishadu gacchadu va yatheshtam. Let the goddess of prosperity, Mahalakshmi, enter and grace me or boycott me and abandon me. Adyaiva va maranamastu yugandareva. As a result of what I propose to do or propose to say, if death is going to visit me today or maybe at the end of a yuga, it does not matter to me. I am true to my mind. I am true to my intelligence. I am true to myself. Myself. Maybe the perception that I have, many others are not able to have. That does not mean my perception is wrong. Make sure that you are not swayed by emotional preferences and prejudices. Have no excess love or excess hatred or excess fear. Nyayat pathah pravichalanti padam nadhiraah. The wise people, the resolute people, the charactered people will never swerve from the path of propriety and truth. What do you say? This is how we have to train ourselves. Our mind is capable of climbing any kind of a distance or a height. Anything it can climb. Anything it can climb. There is no end. Bodily we are aging. Up to 21 years will be the growth of the body. Thereafter, the growth is arrested by the biological laws of the body. What is the further growth that is possible? If the body has completed its growth at the age of 21, from the next day onwards it is going to decline, then tell me as an adult, what is our growth? It is not bodily and biological. It is inner. Means what? Mental growth, intelligential growth. I don't want to call it intellectual, so this is my word, intelligential growth. That mento-intellectual growth is what we want. What is that growth? Is it vertical, horizontal? It is in the way of virtues, qualities, etc. There are a number of qualities. I can tell you, but we don't have much of time. So this is something that we have to understand. Nyayat pathah pravichalanti padam nadhiraah. Bhartrhari says, Dhairyam yasya pita kshamaja janani shantischiram gehini satyam sunurayam dayaja bhagini bhrada manassam yamaha shayya bhumitalam dishobi vasanam jnanamrutam bhojanam ede yasya kudumbino vadasakhe kasmat bhayam yoginaha. In order to become fearless and fear-free, what do you have to do? Money will not help. Will it help? We hear that with money people are arrested. So is money a help or a hindrance? Tons of gold, will it be helpful? So you want to have your own beautiful family. What is that family? Dhairyam yasya pita kshamaja janani. Have a new set of family members. Dhairyam should be your pita. Courage, resoluteness. Kshamaja janani, tolerance and patience, your mother. Satyam sunurayam, have another son, not the biological sons. The psycho-spiritual son. Satyam sunurayam, truthfulness. Dayaja bhagini, compassion as the sister. Bhrata manassam yamaha, sufficient inner restraint as your brother. Shayya bhumitalam, simply be satisfied, comfortably, snoringly sleep right on the floor. Dishobi vasanam, if you have no dress, simply have the directions as the dress. That is how the Nanga culture is there. Don't poo-poo it, Baba. Understand it. Dishobi vasanam, jnanamrutam bhojanam. You have the nectarine knowledge as the food. Ete yasya kudumbino vadasakhe kasmat bhayam yoginaha. If you have a family membership in this manner, can there be a fear at any point of time? You tell me, in order to have this, are you favored or not favored? Boliye na. I am not asking you to earn money, Baba, to conduct business. I only ask you to understand these qualities and cultivate them in your mind, where nobody's help is necessary. Everyone is equally fitted, equally facile it is for everyone to have this kind of a worship. Now, this is the mind that you have. Somebody may attack you in your bodily level. In the mind level, nobody can touch you. Your mind is inaccessible to everyone. It's only accessible to you. It is up to you to say whether I will be truthful or untruthful. I will defend the country or I will deceive the country. This is what you have to say. The moment you have become an adult, never look to your father. Never look to your mother. You are an adult. An adult means adult responsibility, adult perception, adult value, adult choices. It is up to you to say yes. You know what hurts me always is, we are all having children at home. You make the children your family children, family children. There is no child like a family child. It's all a national of this country. If you get a passport, you give a family passport, let me see. There is a national passport here. Why don't you tell the child that you are a citizen of this country and you have citizenly responsibilities? Never spoil anything of the land. Nationalize his mind, nationalize your own mind. We are getting a number of reports. What is that? Everywhere the country is poo. And people are saying the government is wrong, parliament is wrong. I am tired of listening to all these things. We have about 6,000 IAS officers. Other officers, allied services and judiciary, etc. are different. 6,000 people. They are selected, mind you. What? Selected. What does it mean? Elected, anybody can be elected. See, election means people cast the vote, that's all. But selection means by an elaborate procedure. Their merits are tested, intelligence is tested, knowledge is tested, character is tested, police verification is done, and ultimately we have about 5,000 and odd, nearly 6,000 such officers. And we have about 900 elected ministers, altogether 7,000. Do they come from one village, one town, one district or one state? They are coming from so many different homes. My dear souls, we haven't reared good children. That is why we don't have good administrators. Everybody is pointing the finger. They are wrong. Who is this they? They were born in your families. If you have reared them up well, imbued them, instilled them, empowered them with nice values, they will not take a wrong decision at all. Tell the child right from the beginning, you have to love the nation. Help it if you can, but never hinder it. Never injure the nation. Never harm it. Leave the earth a better earth for the succeeding generation. Never spoil it. Preserve the earth, preserve water, preserve air. Everything should be done. So, an individual value, familial value, societal value, national value, global value, and ultimately we must have environmental value also. All these things, if we are able to imbibe and also teach people, why not we use our Doordarshan for it? I am very sorry, patriotism is never taught. Never taught. 64 years have passed. People don't know what is a constitution, what is the constitutional fundamental duty, what are the rights, etc. In Kerala, the new ration card lists a number of responsibilities and rights. The first page carries such a kind of a printout. So many things are mentioned. So we must tell them it is very important. Tell everybody, the moment you become an adult, body stops growing. The mind has to grow. And the mind can grow only with values, only with virtues. Only virtues will embellish the mind. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. You know, we have 15,000 tons of gold in our country, in homes. I think it is a large percentage of gold. If the country is suffering, why not we spare a little of gold for the government, saying that they will return to you after 15 or 20 years. In some of our temples, I am told, hundreds and hundreds of tons of gold. I would like to prefer a public litigation case in the Supreme Court to make sure that God never wants an iota of gold. It's all given by men. No God wants gold at all. Why are they keeping it 500, 600, 700, 1,000 tons of gold? Fixed deposits, at least banks are given in the form of loan for industries, etc. So I think gold should be nationalized. I would like to give. Then price also will come down. Why are in the names of gods we are keeping? If we are poor, our temples and churches will become poor. If we are rich, they will automatically become rich. If we are poor, no God will say, give me gold. It's all our business, our business. So let us be very clear. We should understand. Mind is our wealth. Mind is our treasure. Our mind can create joy in any manner it likes. It can be with things and without things also. So the mind is independently creating all joy. As far as joy and happiness are concerned, mind you, it is an emotion. And no emotion ever can be generated by anything in the form of matter or energy. Joy can be generated only by the mind, the consciousness whose function is the mind. Now, keeping the consciousness the source of joy, what is it that you are begging for? I cannot understand. Let us evaluate ourselves. Let us adjudicate over ourselves and understand matters. And so far as the power and process of the mind is concerned, it is formidable. You cannot imagine.